welcome to tonight's episode of Ginger Bros Dent Show. We're your hosts, Brandon Schmitz and Andy Patrick. We got an exciting show again tonight with Mr. Koby LeBLount with KCL Creations out of Colorado. Koby's a great friend of mine and Andy's. He's also a great technician. But let's find out how he got into the PDR world, and most importantly, what he likes to do outside of the PDR world. We know he's gone through a lot lately, and we really want to get his story, so join us right now. How do you like that intro?
I like it.
He's also a great technician.
I was kind of wondering who you try to turn on there.
I didn't realize until I'd already recorded it all. I'm like, man. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Oh man, we're having a lot.
Well, we were joking when you said we were gonna have porn music as a freaking intro. You didn't have to go with the flow on that. God bless.
Man. Yeah, already
Koby
starting
LeBLount.
off good. Yeah. So we got, of course, Mr. Corey Nichols here. First off,
Oh yeah, let me get
Mr.
Boop.
Jeremy Nadeau. What's up, dog?
Boop.
Tim Green. James Bernard, which he posted something earlier, and I got to read it. And I'm like, man, what happened to him? And
in Clarksville.
It was a joke.
I was reading it. I wouldn't have been surprised. I know Clarksville very well, but yeah, I kind of figured when I started reading, I was like, hey, what up, Dave-O?
What's up, buddy? So yeah, I would say it's been a great day, but it hasn't been a great day. It's just been a day.
Yeah.
Well, he done left. Oh, there he is.
Facebook user, yo.
So yeah, we got a great show tonight again. Happy to have this guy on. All right, so hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say it because there's a Facebook user. What's up, Facebook user? Whoever you are, we like you, but y'all go hit the link for StreamYard to grant permission to use your name. That way we see your name on Facebook. So
you need to make that a ticker so it just goes across the bottom on the ticker so you don't have to say it every week.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll work on that while you introduce our guest.
What's up, Bruce? Hold on, let me say a couple more hellos. What's up, Justin?
Oh, look,
Justin,
I already have the ticker made.
Look at you.
There it is.
There you go. Well, yeah, we'll get to our guest, Koby LeBLount, great friend of ours. He's in the 20 group of me. Me and him got to be close after, he was in the 20 group 2.0, and me and Jack hopped on their first call. He was telling a story about working out of a body shop. I'm like, hey, this sounds familiar. So we started talking a lot and got to be great friends, and glad of it. Like, Koby's a great dude. I love him to death. So
yeah, I haven't really known him that long, but we've talked several times, and me and him hit it off because we like the same things.
Right. We like the same thing.
Dents, cars, everything else. But
yeah.
Anyway, without further ado, let's just bring him on here.
Let's do it.
What's up,
brother?
Koby?
What's up, guys? How are you?
All right, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
Well,
Nice.
that's good. How's the weather over there? You got a turtleneck on.
It's windy and chilly. Windy and chilly.
Well, it was we were hoping to have daggum massive hail all last night. We didn't have nothing. Man, it was just like 2-3 minute long heavy rainstorms, some thunder. That'd be it. Same thing. And I mean, I know they had tornadoes come through in New Orleans before us, but man, they got here. There wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
Kind of
depressing. Mom posted the news. It looked like something was kind of close to y'all or whatever.
Well, there was a tornado across the bay, but it started as a water spout, and it did kind of it got up, but I don't know if it actually touched down over there. But I heard it could have in one little spot, but apparently no injuries or anything like that. So
what about Texas? So 20 tornadoes hitting. That's insane.
Crazy.
Then Chevrolet's gonna get a good commercial out of it with that truck flipping over, then landing and driving like hell right out of it.
They've already. I just saw it earlier, right before me and you hopped on, but they've got pictures and all of it, and the guy from driving it on some news channel over there. So somebody was like, "Yeah, if they ever make a Twister 2, that better be the truck that's
right."
You think Chevy will give him a new truck out of that?
I don't know. Hopefully, I doubt
Yeah. That thing's got to be destroyed. I'd hate to see it. It's going to come in for an estimate somewhere down there.
You know, I mean,
I got a small dent.
Yeah.
seriously, it wasn't as bad as you would think. It
Really?
looked like more road rash than anything.
TC said like a rock. It rolled like a rock. That was awesome.
Somebody posted a picture yesterday too of the red Dodge with Dorothy in the back going down the highway somewhere, just like from Twister, and said heading to Mobile, Alabama. Don't want to go there.
Dude, that's funny. Danny's got a good point there.
Yeah, what if the hospital's like, darn, no injuries, like we are like, darn, no hell.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, since apparently there's no COVID anymore.
Yeah.
They're kind of hurting, huh? Anyway, we're kind of getting off subject here.
That's what we do best.
I know, I love it.
I want to say hello to my cup guy, Mark Yeager. He's the one I was telling you about. Going to make me the cup with the stickers and stuff. So excited about that. What's up, Mark?
Nice.
Is that one of John's family
That's his
members?
brother.
His
Yeah.
brother.
Yep.
We love the Yeagers. The
We
Yeagers
do.
have
They're
supported
awesome.
us.
Dude, we went to John threw a surprise party for his wife Tanya, and we went to it. And we've met a couple of them, but you thought we'd known each other for years. We sitting there just having a good old time. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Your lovely wife's on.
Yeah, she is.
What's up, brothers?
Another
Mark.
Facebook user. That's a pretty mugshot you have there.
Pretty's a pretty now.
We love
So,
you
hey,
guys too, Junior.
there you go. Yeah. I know. I hated that couldn't get up there and go to it. I'm sure it was a blast.
It was. He did Schitt's Creek theme. It was pretty awesome. Leah dressed up straight up like the mom or whatever. Then John had the shirt like the kids wore in it and everything. It was he did it
awesome.
right. So
Okay.
anyway,
let's get to
on.
our actual guest.
Oh yeah, Kobe's
right
here.
Yeah. What's
Who's
up,
that?
Kobe?
Who's that?
We can't see who you are, Facebook user.
Nope, can't see who you are. You're just some white dude on the screen there.
Some white dude.
But hey, we appreciate you watching.
Mhm.
So let's move on into why we're here, and that's to get to know Kobe a little bit better. So if you want to, just give everybody just a brief synopsis of how you got into PDR. I love your story because it kind of reminds me of me, but anyway, just if you want to do that, well, that's what we'll start with.
Yeah, so years ago I used to do a lot of custom motorcycle paint work, a lot of high-end airbrush work, motorcycle murals, car murals, stuff like that. And I did a really elaborate mural on this guy's Street Glide fender. Guy took it home, absolutely in love with it, called me a couple days later, said his son was out in the garage with a 2x4 just thumping away. It's like, man, you got to fix this. You got to redo this fender. And I spent like 40 hours painting this fender. I'm like, dude, we're going to figure something else out. So I called A1, not knowing anything about PDR. I didn't know a damn thing about it. I'm like, yeah, I want that, and that. And gentleman at the time, he's like, hey, do you know what you're doing? No, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So he sent me to a gentleman down there and had me talk with him for a little bit. And I ended up doing about a 3-week training course with him. And that was 11 years ago, this coming April 1st. So kind of the rest has been history from there.
Yeah. You want to mention who did your training or
not?
Nope.
I was about to say, I kind of figured it.
Kevin Bird.
No, in all honesty, if it wasn't for the two people that was working for that gentleman at the time, I ended up having to go to Louisiana to train with this guy while he was working a storm. And if it wasn't for the two guys that was working for him at the time, actually 3 guys, 3 guys that kind of pulled me aside and they're like, look, do this, this, and this, and take what he's telling you, but add this stuff to it because he's not telling you this. He's not showing you this stuff. He's not explaining this to you. He's just telling you, there's a panel, there's some tools, there's a light, figure it out.
Oh Lord.
If it wasn't for those 3 guys, I was literally a week and a half into it. I was ready to throw my hands up and go, screw this. This is stupid. I'm
when you're paying for training and that, and a lot of there's so many out there that have gone through that same thing, or continue to go through it.
What I would have taken, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's nothing, dude.
What are you polishing there? But yeah, there's so many that have gone through the same thing or continue to go through it. These quote unquote run of the mill type places that they're just after the money, not really trying to train you the right way to produce high quality techs from the gate. Right. But then again, there's a lot that are, and so yeah, we're a non-drama show, so yeah, I don't think we need to say who it was, but
yeah, Dentwizard, like I was pleased with their training. It's a long, drawn out training, and they do a great job training people. Like some of them might not get it; it gets out a little bit, but I mean, it's really focused on everything. Like you're there 8 to 5 every day pushing and nonstop. So I give props to Dentwizard for their training.
Yeah, there's a lot of hellaciously good techs that come out of Dentwizard.
Oh yeah. There's a lot more coming out now.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah. Had to get that little jab in there. But no, there's great. Denver's got some great takes, and they're showing up in the the Olympics and stuff, showing out now and stuff. So I like it.
Yeah. Last few years they've been doing pretty damn good there.
One of them's watching, I think.
He was
because we wasn't talking about hunting.
He was in the beginning.
And Jeremy Nader.
Yeah. Hey Jeremy, your buddy, your new friend's on here. He's called Facebook user.
He probably called him once he seen he was on. He's like, I ain't gonna watch the show no more. I'm gonna talk hunting.
So yeah, so how long have you had? Just tell everybody how long you've. Well, I mean, I guess since you trained, but for 11 years. But you've had KCL for 11 years.
KCL's been in effect since 2001. Fresh out of high school, I started doing Window 10, and just kind of did it as a side gig. It was something for fun. Always liked messing with cars. Always wanted my own shop. Always wanted like a recon detail type shop. Fell into a situation where a guy would show me how to do window tint straight out of high school. So I took him up on it, learned how to do it. That was back right around when Fast and Furious was coming out. So, getting into that realm of things. I wanted to be an architect. I love houses. I love how they're built. Yeah. Right.
No, I'm sorry. I got to stop you there for a second. I don't know who this is or what it is, but it's got to be talking about Andy. Somebody said you guys brought Ed Sheeran on the show.
I am the show.
I have no clue who this is.
Yeah, I don't have.
That was actually pretty funny though.
I was wondering.
I'm sorry,
I was like,
Koby.
Yeah. No, you're fine. So I did window tint as like a side hustle. Went through college for architectural drafting and worked for a home builder. It was just a laborer cleaning up home sites. Got to interact with all the different trades. Got to watch the carpenters and interact with the carpenters and understand how houses were built and just get a good understanding of that. And then I finally got a job as an architectural draftsman working for a pretty good firm. And then in 2008, the housing market tanked. When that tanked, then it was, okay, well, figure something else out. Well, then I got a job at a swimming pool company in St. Louis. And then I was drawing and designing swimming pools, and that was pretty freaking fun.
Yeah. Until
the banks decided no more home equity loans because everybody was defaulting on them.
Goodness.
So then it was, well, figure it out, sink or swim. And in 2005, right before I got married, my wife bought me a sport bike, and a buddy of mine knocked it over in my driveway and was like, sorry, figure it out. So that started the paint side of life.
And, what kind of bike was it?
It was an 2005 GSXR 750.
Nice.
one thing led to another, and yeah, I'm actually looking at a picture of it now.
I was about to say, you must be looking at a picture or something of it.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's clean.
So we ended up airbrushing it, the Japanese koi fish and dragons and all House of Colors stuff, and
Nice.
sent it off to House of Colors for the calendars. And never made it in, but hell, I tried.
Right.
And then one thing led to another, and that was all back in Missouri. And then in 2011, April of 2011 is when I started the training pushing dents. And
somebody likes you there, Koby.
yeah.
Just one.
You have person. One fan in life.
One. That's good. I got one.
And then Sharon over here has one fan. Don't nobody like
I wish I had his money.
Yeah.
Me too.
And getting into this industry was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, it was a struggle. 2011, I worked in Belle Chase, Louisiana for a little while, and then I went home and pushed dents and tore the shit out of cars, just trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. And then the same guy that trained me called me and wanted to know if I wanted to go to Yankton, South Dakota and run a storm. It's like, well, whatever, I'll figure it out. I went up there for a month and a half and
what was the name of that town?
Worked the storm up there. What was that?
I said, what was the name of that town?
Yankton.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go back. It was right next to Gayville. Look it up on a map.
Lord.
Look it up on a map.
God.
Do the research. Look at the mascot for the Gayville High School.
No. You're not going to fool me, Koby.
They're the Pirates. Yeah. So luckily in 2012, St. Louis got hit and I got to work there for a while. And 13, I couldn't get my foot in the door anywhere. Didn't matter where I went, I couldn't get in. Probably didn't help that I was telling people where I got trained at. And every time I said where I got trained, the door got shut or the phone got hung up. And then in 14, I got a phone call to come out here. So I came out to Colorado, and dude, it's been a miracle out here.
And you haven't looked back.
Made my career out here.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. You're a hustler too. Like you don't stop. You always got something going on. Even if you're not pushing a dent, you got, you're working on your social media, or you got PPF under your belt now, doing that. Yeah, love it. Trying to figure out, is this Derek Yost? I feel like he'd be your biggest fan.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
Somebody's in really a lot of love with you, so I'm like, it's
somebody that knows you. But you'll get a kick out of this, and I didn't tell you this when we were talking about airbrushing a couple of weeks ago when we were talking on the phone. But so I was into airbrushing and that. So the first motorcycle tank and helmet I did to match it, and it had checkered flag, and it was all ripped up and peeling away and flames coming through, and the sucker looked awesome. Well, I'd never dealt with spray and clear before. And so I got this, high quality clear. I wanted this stuff. I put it in there and I sprayed it. So, man, it looked good. Well, one thing, I forgot to put hardener in it. So a couple days go by and I'm like, man, this thing hasn't hardened up. How long does it take the stuff to harden? And so old guy I worked with, he was like, well, did you put hardener in it and fisheye remover and all this? Like, nope. He's like, here, let's try it. He did it. And then spray it on top of that wasn't dry. And then it just went, it just curled up. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like you. I'm
God.
like, the guy's like, you going to repaint this? I'm like, nope. I sanded it all down, sprayed it back black. There you go.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that was
He's a hustler also. Yeah.
That was me learning to paint too. I did a sport bike gas tank, and I painted it, just learning to paint, trying to figure stuff out. And then I cleared it, walked away for like an hour, and I'm like, nah, I'll put another coat on it. Walked back in there and shot another coat on, mixed it up, shot another coat on it. Walked in an hour later, I'm like, oh, that was a bad idea. Same thing, man. Everything that was underneath it that hadn't fully hardened,
Yep.
it just wrinkled and cracked and peeled all up underneath it. I'm like, yeah, it was not.
Talk about real orange peel. That's what it.
Yeah.
Like a grated orange.
Like a Dodge Ram.
like a 2020 Dodge Ram. There you go.
You know, it's worse than the chip guard stuff at the bottom of the Toyota Tacoma.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
It's crazy, man. But yeah, I got out of doing the airbrush stuff after that. I'm like, nope, I ain't doing it anymore.
man, I haven't touched it since 17. And there's days that I miss it, days that I want to get back into it. I walk out in the garage occasionally, I see the big old toolbox, and I want to get a canvas out and start doing something on it, but then I turn and look at the computer and go, damn it, I got videos to make.
That's like me. I want to get back into drawing some, but I don't have the time.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Yep. There's always something else.
Always.
It is. So so who is Koby outside of the PDR world? What do you like to do? Like tell us about family life. Sleep. I know. But when you sleep, you're still fixing dents in your sleep.
Yeah.
You know.
It's happened a few times.
So right now I'm trying to get my son, he's 13. I'm trying to get him ready for the Colorado junior PGA golf season.
That's awesome.
So I'm trying to get him ready for that, which is fun. And that the week that I was off because of surgery was great because I took him to the driving range twice, took him to play golf twice. I wasn't doing anything but driving the cart around and telling him what to do or explaining to him how to do it. So it was nice to get to have that time with him, to sit down and interact and watch him grow and watch him finally understand what he wasn't getting when he was trying to do different things. So that's been great. I love cars. I just absolutely love cars.
Barry said, no wonder you guys got in the PDR. Your painting careers didn't work out.
Mine didn't.
No.
Well, your son, I know he's got to be good at golf.
That's the last one I painted.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's insane.
So that was 17 or May of 17 was when I painted that one.
That's my last drawing.
Yeah.
Y'all got the artistic talent. I ain't got none of that. I'm left-handed and terrible at all. Like, I no art in my body at all.
So what worked out is, so I painted that motorcycle, and then I took it to the shop to have the painters at the body shop I was working out of have them clear that.
Mm-hmm.
And literally the day they cleared it, this happened.
Oh man.
Colorado.
Man, I wish I'd have hit last night.
I know, right?
Gosh.
That was the May 8th to 17 storm.
Really?
Yep. It was followed up with all of that.
Ooh. That makes some pretty ones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want any more. I don't want any more of that 4-inch hail. God, that tore me up.
Yeah, I'm good on stretch metal for a little while. Like that storm we had, a bunch of stretched, and
I want some gravy stuff.
Gravy. No, you don't, because everybody and their mama will be down there. How's your family?
Yeah, how's your mama now?
So outside of trying to play golf, it's still trying to finish this car in the garage, get it dialed in all the way, taking care of the wife. Occasionally, we'll go take the camper and go camping somewhere.
How long have you been married?
I wish she was watching.
Just throw a number out there.
16. It'll be 17 years this year married.
Wow.
24 years together this year.
Nice.
Something like that.
And how many kids?
One.
Just your one.
Just one.
The golf pro.
One.
Yeah.
He was Jack was talking about when y'all played at MTE, like your son was teaching him how to play golf, basically. He's like, yeah, freaking Kobe's son had to teach me everything.
That kid is something else. Like, we'll go out and we'll play and do things, and he just looks at me like, duh, I don't get it. And then he goes out and plays in the tournament thing like that, or the scramble like that, and he comes back, he's like, Dad, I was teaching Jack everything. Jack's cool, and I like Jack, and can we go play again? And man, I just want to teach Jack. And I'm like,
he was all in.
He'll pay me. He better.
Life sentence, no parole.
That was Dan Kiki. I had to put that up. Dan. Leave it to him. He's going to put up something awesome.
So y'all, you said you go camping some, but it's been a while since you've been camping, or what?
Yeah, we haven't got the camper out yet this year.
You need to make a trip to Tennessee. Come hang out.
Wait.
We don't have to have hail for you to come hang out. You just come hang out.
But it's a lot better when you. It's a lot better when you get paid to go somewhere.
This is true.
It is.
You can come help me hang lights and insulation and drywall and all that.
How's all that going?
It's going good. We went and bought the insulation today. Gavin's was working on electrical when I left, so he's getting that done. We got all the walls painted except for in the corner where we're working at because we knew we would hit it if we painted it. So we're just wait till it's all done before we get that painted. My LEDs came in. I got 25 6-foot strips of LEDs to put up on the wall, so it's getting there.
And you got pretty much all the office framed out and all that this weekend, right?
Yeah, we tore it down and framed it up. Yeah, that's Gavin for you, man. Everybody needs a Gavin. I love it, dude.
He is pretty awesome. Besides the fact that he's a Bama fan, I like him. Everything else, but yeah.
Well, I put it up in the 20 group earlier about him, and John Krug's like, "What is this, Gavin? Can you get one at Home Depot?" I was like, "He's a rare breed. He just happens to be my friend."
So you can, but he's the size of about 3 of them you can pick up in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So,
nice. I'll tell you one thing, man. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to take off. I'm excited for you to get it going.
I can always use a PPF guy and a window tinner.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy. How you doing, Randy?
Randy says, great seeing you're doing well. Good luck with these two guys.
I know I need it's hard to believe it's almost been a year since I got him, since that hailstorm was April 10th last year.
Yeah. Randy.
Man. Yeah. I had Randy and Fred and Rodney and a bunch of other guys down here, but yeah, it's hard to believe it's been that long. Goodness.
Randy said he's doing slowly better week by week.
Good.
What about you, Kobe? You want to update us on all yours?
So heart surgery went good. No issues there. The groin area where they went in at is healing. Tomorrow is actually 2 weeks.
You said it was really bruised at first, wasn't it?
Good. I mean, it looked like somebody just drop kicked me as hard as they could in the nuts. It was horrible. And I've still got bruises, but most of it's gone. I won't lie, today, standing there for a good 8 hours working on a van, I had some pretty decent pains on the left side, but nothing you couldn't really work through.
Yeah.
All right.
Tomorrow marks 2 weeks, so supposed to be back to normal after tomorrow. We'll see. So, but that's the only area that I've got any pain on is in the groin, chest, and everything else is great. I have no issues in blood flow or circulation. Well, I can't get warm though. Like I'm constantly cold.
Well, did they put you on a blood thinner?
Oh yeah.
Well, then that's why.
Yeah.
I'm on two different ones. I'm on one that I got to stay on for 90 days, and I'm on one that I'll be on for a year, at least.
Coumadin or any? What blood thinner is it? You don't know.
I guess everybody started dropping the laughy emojis when you said you feel like you got drop kicked. We can't see them on the screen, so John's got our back. He'll update us on
it. Damn, John. That's a good question. I'm not sure what the
I was just curious.
90-day one is. I should know, but I know the one I'm on for a year is just baby aspirin.
Yeah.
Just 81 milligrams of aspirin. I've been on that one since. I think you're right, Dan. It might be Plavix.
I started taking the baby aspirin after the first time I had COVID, and then I slacked off. I need to. It's sitting right there on the counter right here.
But, right there where you see it all the time and still don't take it.
Yeah, you're right. You know, but
yeah, they got me on a few things. Some stuff we won't talk about, but we've got the blood thinners and a couple other things, but.
I know with the blood thinners you do get cold because it thins your blood, so
right.
You do get colder than you normally would. But yeah, I think Coumadin's a kind of an outdated blood thinner. They've got so many new ones, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, health wise though, I mean everything seems good, and I feel great.
I don't even know if everybody knows that was watching who'll go back and watch this. Do you want to kind of go into what happened, or? So
December 17th, woke up in the morning, feeling great, no issues. Jumped in the shower, had a nice hot shower. I was in Missouri visiting family for Christmas, and went upstairs at the in-laws' house, sat down to have breakfast, and had a stroke. Got to spend 2 days in the emergency room, did a whole bunch of tests, couldn't find anything. Everything came back inconclusive. The MRI was no good because I have a copper BB that's lodged in my face, so they couldn't do an MRI to really get anything there. So I followed up here back in Colorado with a neurologist, and we deemed that it was a stroke. Did a couple more tests here. We did a TEE test, which is a echocardiogram through your esophagus, so they can see your heart from the inside. And they found a 4 millimeter hole between my two upper ventricles of my heart. So blood flow is coming back in the right ventricle and just going right back out the left. So it's a very small blood clot right straight into my brain. But the blood clot was so small that they couldn't find it in CTs or anything. Even when they injected the dye into your blood to watch it flow through everything, they couldn't find it. So dealing with insurance and a couple other things, I finally got to have the heart surgery 2 weeks ago. And they went in through my groin and put a 25 millimeter diameter plug in that 4 millimeter hole.
Sorry, I ain't putting this on there.
No.
Sorry, some idiots.
I hate to be rude, but I gotta go take a piss. That's the first time I've had to do this. I came home in a rush and ain't had a chance to yet, so I'll be right back.
Well, hit the mute button. There you go. But anyway, but no, of course we've talked about this, and I'm always fascinated with it. And you had sent me a video, kind of explained everything that they were going to do, and the reason that hole is there, and all that. So it's
everybody's born with the hole, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want people to be like, "Oh, you had a hole in your heart." Like, oh, everybody had it. And what the hole is so when the baby's in the mother's womb, the umbilical cord is attached to that hole that's in the heart, and that's how oxygen's fed into the bloodstream when the baby's in the womb. When the baby's born and it starts to breathe through its lungs, they cut the umbilical cord, the oxygen flows a different direction, that hole's supposed to close. 1 in every 1,000 people, it doesn't close, and they just go through life not knowing that they've got a hole in their heart until something happens, if something happens.
Yeah.
It's just a gamble.
Yeah. And it's just
my eyeballs ain't floating no more.
I think for me, what kind of helped trigger my situation is being out here in Colorado at elevation, your blood thickens.
Yeah.
Which I would have thought would have been the opposite. You know, with 20% less oxygen, I would have thought that the blood would have thinned out. But apparently it thickens. So then after being back in Missouri for a couple of days and the body's starting to acclimate back to that, the blood started to thin back out and it just rushed right through that hole. So it's just crazy to think hole in his head.
Biggs has a hole in his head.
He's got quite a few holes in his head.
Well, don't we all really? Is that really a goddamn? I'm sitting there thinking, well, I do too.
But you got a hole in your head.
So it's just crazy to think the different things that your body can do and go through.
Yep.
And to think how far science and medicine has advanced. Like, to think that for them to do this, that they're able to go through a vein, not an artery, but to go through a vein with tools the size of a Bic pen. Like, I mean, to think about that, like a tool that's that big going through an artery from your leg to your heart to put a plug in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
When, how many years ago would they have had to literally cut your chest open and crack your rib cage open to put that same plug in?
I'd show you, but I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was neat, that video, how it showed where once it gets in there and it goes through the hole, and it's like an umbrella opens up and pulls it back, and then one goes up on this side and it sandwiches it and just blocks that whole hole off.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that eventually.
So they said it'll take 90 days and your heart develops a skin pouch that grows over.
Yes. Yeah.
But it takes about 90 days for it to do that, which is why I'm on that second blood thinner for 90 days.
Right.
Well,
So I have a doctor's appointment here sometime in April that they'll go in, and it's weird how they check this stuff. So they'll do another echocardiogram from the outside just to make sure it's still in place. And then I'm not sure if at this time that they'll do an IV and they hook up 2 syringes to the IV, and one's got like a saline solution that they put into it, and the other one they pump it full of air and they inject them both at the same time into the IV, and then they watch it on the monitor so they can see bubbles go through your heart to make sure they're not going through the hole. Dude, it's crazy, but it's
technology. Gotta love it.
Yeah. And then it gives you gas pain probably when it goes through the bubbles.
You don't feel any of it.
Ever since my last heart surgery when I was 15, I mean, I get so many gas bubbles, pains for a while, for probably 2 years after, just right in my rib cage right there. I would get these gas pockets, and taking a deep breath, it would take a while to finally get a deep enough breath that you feel it pop. And then it was fine. I mean, it would hurt bad.
Yeah, I had that for years. I've had that for years. And going through high school, like, I'd get it so bad that it would drop me to my knees.
Yeah.
Just a real sharp pain that would hit. And I spent 6 months in and out of the hospital dealing with doctors, doing all kinds of different tests to figure it out. Never once did they bother to really check the heart. They did the stress test, go in there and hook you up on EKG machines and make you run on treadmills and do all those things. And finally the doctor's like, it's just growing pains. It's in your head. It'll go away. And honestly, when I came out here to Colorado, it stopped. When I left Missouri and came out here, and I went from the humid air to the dry air, everything changed. Like no more asthma. The chronic bronchitis went away. Everything changed.
That's crazy.
I can't be an asshole, but
and you go back to Missouri and it's like shit.
Yeah, like,
your body's like, damn it, I told you not to go home.
I always blame it on the in-laws.
Yeah.
I might have missed this. Did you Randy ask what part of Missouri you're from?
O'Fallon, St. Charles, St. Peters. I guess St. Charles County area.
All of it.
Yeah.
This area on the map.
Close to sorry, my brain's a little fried tonight.
Oh, you're good.
Excalibur. God. What is his name?
Rick Hummer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His shop's out there.
So how close to like St. Louis area is that where you're from?
30 minutes.
Okay, well then Randy's right there around St. Louis. So
must be a cool town because that's where the Jaegers came from too. And like we got Kobe and the Jaegers. And, dang, yeah. Mark even said the same place we live. That's awesome.
That's
Small
cool.
world.
Yeah, we moved out there. I think when I was 10 years old. I was born in Reno, Nevada. We lived out in that area.
That explains a lot. Just kidding.
Yeah, it does.
It explains a lot. I had a pretty fun childhood. Pretty interesting, fun childhood.
Y'all were only an asshole to Kobe because he gives it right back in text. He's just being nice on the camera. Yeah. We used to get it right back.
Yeah.
Emo's pizza.
Dude, I would love to have some Emo's pizza. We were talking about that the other night.
Never heard of her.
Dude, it's some good pizza.
That's those people who like have white faces, black hair, black
Emo's.
fingernails. Emo's pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I had to block
pizza.
Andy. I had to block the dude.
I seen it. It was just blocked.
He asked
you
if
blocked
you were
good looking honky.
He asked if you were albino, by the way.
Oh, perfect.
I was like, block him.
It's not the first time. It won't be the last. It's all good.
Jesus, man.
Jennifer Jaeger's asking what high school did you go to?
Fort Zumwalt West and Fort Zumwalt North in O'Fallon.
Did you get kicked out of one and have to go to the other?
Yes.
You could have lied.
You didn't go to East and South? You should have just made the trip.
East wasn't made yet. South wasn't in their area to go to that one, but
no, okay.
I started at North, which is where I met my wife. They were in the middle of building West at the time. St. Dominic, right by our house.
It's a small world.
Yeah. So they were building West at the time that I was going to North, and my older brother was going to North, and they said that I could stay at North, but I got into it with one of the teachers. They're like, "No, you're expelled."
Perfect.
But it was fine though, because then I got to go over to West, which was the newer school, all the newer technology, all the newer different things, and I was the first graduating class out of that school. So
oh, nice.
That worked. That was good.
What year was that?
01.
Man, you're young. God.
I am.
I graduated 2000. You got me by you. Got him by a year, I guess. What are you? Ain't you like 42?
I know. I graduated in 98.
Yeah.
Or I didn't graduate my class. I dropped out and got my GED a couple months before they did. I went to work. I had the principal tell me, you know what? Not everybody's high school or to go to school. I'm like, what?
So Mark, I hate to make you feel old, but that's the year I was born.
Yeah, I wasn't even thought of at that time.
Dan said we're babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Old man.
Yeah, grumpy old man.
How old is Dan? Dan, how old are you? Don't lie.
How old is he act or how old is he really?
How old is he really?
80.
21 plus shipping and handling.
Hello, Dan. Hey. Oh,
Yeah,
So,
oh, nice. She had a GED and got a master's. So,
Yep.
oh, come on, Dan. Really, 45 babies. We're babies.
And Brandon, you're not wrong, man. I mean, high school is not for everybody. I mean, there's a lot of great people and entrepreneurs and stuff in this world that never finished high school.
Right.
well, I mean, it doesn't mean that you're stupid. I mean, I was smart. It just I hated school. I wasn't going to do homework. I wasn't going to do good on tests and that.
I hated homework.
I get out and I go to, take my GED test. That I go spell GED.
What's that thing called again?
That's how I feel tonight.
That's like a high school right down the road that if we hadn't moved, I'd have gone to. It's called MGM, and they're like MGM. How you spell it backwards? MGM.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of farmers. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But anyways, I mean, I made like a 97 on the GED. I mean, it didn't take long, and I got it done, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then I tried, CAD. I was going to go to school or college for CAD. My half of the class made up for half possible.
Oh, Bruce. That's hilarious.
Bruce was the base.
Yeah, Mom said I tried to drop out. I had to take summer school my senior year. Like before I could actually.
I took summer school every single summer. And then they're the ones who was like, hey, I mean, it ain't made for everybody. You're not going to graduate with your class. You're not going to have enough credits. Even if you took summer school, you'd have to start out next year. I'm like, nope.
Nope. Our God, what do you call him? The president of the school district.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
good to me.
I think I was telling you about it, Brandon. Dude, I had all my credits needed to graduate by the end of my junior year of high school. Like I had everything I needed. I did not have to go to school my senior year. But he's like, well, you don't get your diploma until the rest of your class walks. Like,
yeah.
What the hell's the point then?
Right.
Like, okay, well, if I don't show up, and they're like, well, you still have to go. Like, you're still considered in school. Like, okay, so
what am I gonna do?
Just what he did.
Yeah.
Ag.
Independent study classes. Like I literally sat in shop. I took gym class and weightlifting class, 0 hour in first period, and then the rest of the day I sat in shop class studying AutoCAD and playing with shop tools all day long.
That sounds perfect.
Like,
what else you get paid for it? That's the only crappy part about it.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I took ag, and we ended up having
Bruce said my parents bought me all my books for me, but I just sat in the streets and ate the pages. That's awesome.
No, but ag, we had competitions. We learned how to test soil and just by tasting and looking at it, and they dig big holes, and we'd have big competitions. Shoot, we'd go to a competition like a Friday afternoon, and then that next Monday or Tuesday, we'd be sitting in class somewhere, and here comes the ag teacher in here, and he just handed me some cash. We'd win like $50 each, and be a team of 4 of us.
You was a dirt eater?
I was a dirt eater, baby. You got $50 a taste test.
I was in the wrong county for that. Like if I would have went one county west or one county north, then I could have had those classes. But
it was everything. It was shop class, ag. Everything was in one, and of course where we're at, it's a big agricultural, place.
Well, just like Jaegers, we were closer to more city area. But if we would have went like north towards like Winfield or Troy, or west towards Wright City or Warrenton, then we would have had either Warren County or whatever Troy's county is, Winfield County or whatever. That's all farm area.
Yeah.
So then you get all the 4-H stuff, the agricultural stuff. You get all of that, which looking back now, I wish I would have had all of that now instead of everything else.
Man, I had Auto Mechanics 3 at the Technology Center my senior year, the first half of the day, and I don't know shit about mechanics. They wouldn't teach us shit. Like, they took care of the paying students, the high school kids. They just had us in the classroom or whatever. So that started my demise of high school. I was living with some buddies too, so it was just kind of.
I had a dad that taught me all that crap, and even shops. Woodworking, all that. So I get in there, and they're like, just like art class. I took it for 4 years, and my senior year, I was the teacher's assistant. They're like, we can't teach you anything else on art. I'm like, yeah, you can, but oh well, I'll do it. It was fun.
My dad taught me how to get yelled at while I was holding a flashlight.
That's every dad. If you don't pass that on to your son, the same thing, then you're not a true dad. What's up, Matt?
Oh, Matt.
How you doing, Matt?
I ain't talked to him in a while. Holler.
What's up, Facebook user number 23?
I gotta get Matt's stuff shipped out to him.
We was talking about training and stuff. You got to train with Bryce Kelly. How you want to talk about that a little bit?
I forgot all about that.
That is absolutely hands down one of the best training I've done. Like, I have absolutely no regrets for that at all.
No regrets.
No regrets. That is, dude. Very first day, that dude kicks a fender on a car and looks at me and goes, "You're gonna fix that." Nope. I was ready to walk to my rental car and go home. Nope. Not happening. And by the end of the second day, I was seriously questioning my choice. Did I make the right decision? Is that really what I wanted to get into? Did I really want to take the time to learn this Smash stuff? My whole entire body hurt. Like, there was not a part of my body that did not hurt. Like, mentally, I was drained. Physically, I was drained. I just could not fathom the rest of the week. And I am glad I stuck it out. I learned a shitload of stuff from him.
Yeah.
He has been the best mentor to be able to call and bounce that big Smash stuff off of. The dude answers the phone almost every single time, responds back to texts nonstop. Dude, it's just, I don't have enough good things to say about it. Like, I wish I would have done that sooner. And honestly, I'm ready to go do it again.
Yeah.
So between his training for a week and one day one-on-one with Gene, dude, that was the best stuff I did that year.
Did you do with Gene? Did you do glue pulling or just
strictly glue pulling? Okay. That was it.
I didn't know he even offered that.
I might have had to beg, I think. Yeah.
Hello, dear. Hello, dear. Don't you know? Man, I've been having some high quality glue pulling training. He's top notch on all that shit.
Yeah. Like after doing his training and then going to Bryce, and Bryce will even sit down and teach you glue pull training as well. Like, we started to do some training on a rail, and he smacks a rail with a hammer, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." And I'm like, "Well, what about doing this?" And he goes, "Okay, we're gonna move on to something else." I'm like, wait a minute, we got to fix this. And he goes, "Yeah, but you already know what you're doing on this, so we need to go on to something else." I'm like, "No, we're gonna fix this." And we fixed it, but he's like, "Well, okay, we can cross that and this and a few other things off the list, because
we'll teach you how to glue 2 2x4s and get a porta power and spread it apart."
Dude, you know how many times I've done that? How many times I've done that since I've been back?
How many?
Probably about 4 times now.
Really?
And it scares the shit out of me every
I
single
can only imagine. It's like we're getting the porta power involved a whole different way than anybody else thinks. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, he thinks out of the box on
so
much crap that, and doesn't show it all on his videos. There's so much more.
Absolutely.
But anyway.
I have never met a technician as highly skilled as he is, as well-rounded as he is, that is so humble and so far down to earth that you would literally not, if you didn't know who Bryce Kelly was, you would have absolutely no idea.
Right.
Like, even just sitting there and talking with his dad one day, it just totally blew my mind of everything. Like, had no idea that he had multiple gold and platinum records like Bryce Kelly does. Like his music is out there, just phenomenal. And then actually getting to sit down and meet with his family. Like, we all went to dinner one night, just going down to Orlando, and him, his wife, and his kids came up and met with my wife and son and myself, and we just sat there for, God, no joke, probably 4 hours at Rocco's Tacos, just having dinner.
Oh wow!
And just a complete blast. Like,
that's why you love Rocco's Tacos so much. The memories.
Yeah. His son sitting there and just telling us all the different things about his son and the stuff and Bryce, and it just, God, it's amazing. That family is just outstanding all the way around.
Right.
Yeah, that night after the show, I was downloading a lot of the albums and that, and I was playing it on the way home. Man, that crap hits hard, bro.
Yeah, it does.
I'm like, oh, this is awesome, you know.
Yeah, it was cool to have him on the show. He could have had the whole show to himself and just been talking. I could have just sat there watching and listening and everything.
Yeah, no, he's an outstanding guy. I love that guy to death.
Move your camera a little bit. I want to see that character of you and the family.
Which one you want? So let's see.
He's got a couple of them.
My married wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was on our honeymoon, right?
You had hair then.
Yeah.
Or they at least gave you some anyway.
And then we went and had another one done.
That's hilarious.
He had a thicker beard there.
Yeah.
But somehow I married a white Beyonce in that one.
Oh.
So I go from that to that.
Hold on, go back to the first one. Because you look more like David White in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, look how happy he is in the picture beside of it.
Yeah. Really got to take this.
I've had that face.
Honey, we went to Sears and got the family picture taken.
Glamour shots.
How about that one up there with my kid upside down? That was just him being a shit that day.
Oh, man.
John Vidine's asking if you know how much Bryce charges for a week.
I don't know how much he charges now. I know that week was $9,000.
Okay. I thought it was around that, but I didn't want to say and get it wrong because I've looked into it. Yeah, I still want to do it. It ain't like I just said hell no, but I was like, I ain't got it right now.
Just bought a shop.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot to chew on, but it's well worth every single penny.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure it is. Yeah. Yeah, I have no doubts about that. It's just like, you take a payment plan, can I give you $1 a day?
I wonder if we can split it since we're gingers.
Yeah, there we go.
You know, we'll just go together and
you get half the train, I'll get the other half, and then we'll just link up.
Yeah, I don't.
That would be fun though.
Derek's asking, where's that awesome Mickey head?
Oh,
nice.
That's my kid's college fund.
What's it made of?
Really?
Pins. Oh, sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd say because those aren't cheap.
God bless.
Is it all Disney pins?
Yeah.
I love the look. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So I gotta say, Kobe and Derek's tight. Derek, did you say you came up one day to like Nerf blasters just flailing all over the house or something? Is Derek and you?
So, Mega Media was out here 18 or 19. And me being me, I thought I'd have everybody over to the house and we'd smoke some stuff or barbecue some stuff, whatever, in the backyard and just hang out. And everybody could be dent guys. You can't take dent guys out in public without something happening, right?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll open up my backyard. People can be whatever. They want to drink, they want to have fun, they want to get loud. Let them do it in the backyard. Fucking Derek goes into my house, grabs a bunch of Nerf guns, and just unleashes them on my kid, unleashes them on whoever walks up to the sliding glass door. It was great, and him and I think Don Cavanaugh got in on it that night too.
I could see that.
Dude, it was funny.
You just said Nerf blaster and this. You're running through your contact.
Hey.
It was great.
Get you, son. Speaking of, he's having fun down in Florida right now.
Yeah, he keeps sending in pictures. I feel like it's Kevin Bird all over again. Like both of them. I'm like, God, quit sending pictures. God bless.
Oh, goodness.
He's getting pictures of the cruise for Kevin, and now Don's down there enjoying the beach, getting on the picture. We're trying to get a beach trip.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come down there to you. Just I don't care nothing about the beach. I'm trying to come down and build some stuff.
I mean, I can hook the power up to the travel trailer right here. It's sitting out back. So
Airbnb right there in the shop.
Yeah.
My wife's trying to get me to come down to Brandon.
I'll charge you though.
Oh yeah.
Charge you for renting the trailer out.
Perfect.
I gotta start charging for everything now.
Jeez, that bad, huh?
I guess the prices of condos and all that down here just once COVID hit just skyrocketed.
Mm-hmm.
And of course Gulf Shores, Orange Beach area is just, it's so crowded right now that in the last couple of years, even the locals just hate living down there because they can't even get around during peak times of the year. So when you come and you go, really just plan on, a couple of times. If you come for a week, plan on a couple of nights, maybe going out somewhere. But man, we always just get food and just hang out at the condo and cook. And
that's what we do. We'll hit Walmart before we even get to the room where we're staying and load up on groceries. And usually go out one night because Amanda loves her crab legs and all that stuff. So we got all good seafood.
I mean, there's great places, great, ice cream places and all that. I mean, there's tons of great food and stuff, but it's so hard to get around down there, especially during the summer or spring break, it really is. So if you plan on like driving somewhere and going to park, just plan on taking some time because it's busy.
How far from Gulf Shores are you?
Without traffic, and I can take all the back roads, I could make it there in an hour. We could actually drive to Dolphin Island on the Mobile side and take the ferry straight across, and then the ferry ride's about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. But you will cut out a lot of traffic. But just say last summer, our first baseball tournament over there, normally, it'd take us an hour and a half to get there. It took over 3 hours to get there. And that's even going back roads for most of the way. Me thinking I can get around this traffic. No.
Everybody else figured it out too.
Yeah.
That sounds like my drive home tonight.
Yeah, really. Come on,
Koby. Me and Andy were talking. I was like, man, it's gonna be like Chris last week. We're gonna get on here, and Mandy's saying she's having flashbacks. It was even in 2020, the last time in July of 2020, we went down, stayed for 10 days at the condo we normally go to. I was like, well, we'll go into take the back roads, go into Florida, and come in on the backside. Nope. We get into Florida, dead standstill.
Oh God.
Shit. Me and traffic do not mix.
Yeah, I hate it. I get antsy.
I get pretty ticked off. Just because there's so many idiots out there.
Shuddy. What up, Shuddy?
What's up, Ryan? But anyway, it was once we made it, I'm like, we're there. I'm not moving, but
Yeah.
it's always fun.
Yeah.
And I thought we had already had our spring break, and I was told no that during Mardi Gras, and I was told no that was our 70-minute motorcycle ride to Dolphin Island for me. Yeah, well you're right there though. You're right.
Yeah,
there.
my mom's got a motorcycle. By the way, she makes me nervous. Our relationships flip. Like I'm the nervous parent, and she's a kid riding around free.
Yeah.
She drove from here down there one time on her bike. I was like, God dang.
Well, it's like I was seeing her post about all the Mardi Gras parades, but she was over there in Orange Beach and Gulf Shores instead of downtown Mobile.
Yeah, my grandma wanted to go. She had her all decked out and stuff too. Like, that's awesome.
Heck yeah.
How old is your mom?
That's a good question. 21.
Yeah. that sounds
what?
Like
really? Oh my gosh, Mark. I'm sorry.
The Jaegers, like, they've been everywhere. They got it all.
Theodore is south of where I am now. It's still part of Mobile County. It's just freaking huge. But
okay.
Yeah, it's Theodore is on the south side of I-10 for the most part of it. Some of it's right there around I-10 and south. But yeah, it's 59. Mobile got crazy. Oh, she's 59.
Okay.
Can't believe you told your actual age.
Yeah, I wasn't going
supposed to be 29.
Shit.
Yeah, Mobile.
Me, that's all I can say.
Mobile is definitely little Chicago. I mean, we just had shootings the other day at a vigil.
Oh my God.
4 young ones roll up, shoot over 70 times.
Dude,
they arrested them. They confiscated. I can't tell you how many. We chased tugs. Okay. Yeah, my uncle's a tugboat captain. Been the one here for a long time. But anyway, yeah, they call it Little Chicago because that's exactly what Mobile is.
I think my mom's. I think she's 62-ish. And I think about 58, she hit that point in life and she's like, "Look, I want another motorcycle. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." Now she's got this 2-door Jeep Wrangler that she really shouldn't have. And, she had a Mustang with the performance parts and stuff in it, and she couldn't drive it after hip surgery, so she traded it for a chopper. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? Same thing. I'm over here like, you're an idiot. What are you doing?
It's not that bad here, Dave.
Well, you're used to it. I'm used to it, but yeah.
My mom named her bike Sam Elliott.
She can always ride Sam Elliott. Oh my God.
That's my mom.
I gotta see if it's got a mustache on the front.
Take him eyelids that they get for the eyelashes they get for the cars.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
All right, we're getting way off. Oh man, we're already to an hour and 8. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah.
I'm good. We can keep going
here now. Oh yeah, well, I'm always good. It's like Dave-O said, he said it's not bad here in Chicago. Not that bad here. It is. It's just like here. You got your certain parts of town that are just
Well, it's the same thing here in Greeley.
Yeah, Nashville's got some places you don't want to think
about
about going through.
That's like, East St. Louis. I've always been told you don't go to East St. Louis.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Racetrack's good. Everything else,
East St. Louis is horrible.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. We went to St. Louis in high school at some point, somewhere between like sophomore and junior year to visit or whatever. And everybody there touring the Budweiser, playing out. Everybody kept saying, "Don't go on that side of the river. Do not go. Don't make a wrong turn." And I'm like, you don't know who's driving this. My dad, who's going around the circle at where in Washington D.C., where you have the Lincoln Memorial, and there's that big circle. We must have went around that sucker 20 times. And I found the video from the 80s in the old Ford LTD, and my mom video of the Lincoln Memorial.
There's the Lincoln Memorial again.
And he's just cussing up a storm because he couldn't get over.
Yeah.
I'm like, God. It's like
Yes. It's like West
National
Memphis,
Lampoon's.
Arkansas. That's one of the places you better fill up for gas in like Bartlett and just keep on going. Like, don't run out of gas around West Memphis, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
I choose life.
That's how East St. Louis is.
Yeah, pretty
Really?
much. So,
Well,
Yep.
I got to know about that Memphis area because that's where we're going to have to go through to go to Searcy, Arkansas.
it's like East St. Louis. Once you cross over the bridge, don't
You
stop.
good? Yeah.
But
okay.
coming from your way, it might be the other way around. Terry Bird said Pops.
What you talking about, Pops?
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? Speaking of that, I found a great coffee mug at Walmart several months back, and it was that. And like, what you talking about, Willis? I was like, oh, I gotta have this. I come pour my first cup of coffee, and I look, and it's got a hairline crack. As soon as the hot coffee hits, it's pouring out the side. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna throw it away. I just set it up there.
Yeah.
I'll figure out a way to glue that sucker.
Uh,
Anyway,
yeah, no, that's great.
I need to get some dinner.
Yeah, I do too.
I haven't eaten all day. I've had 2 bags and a coffee. Like, that's my lunch and dinner right now.
You had 2 what bags?
Bangs, the Bang energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Try to keep that to a 1 minimum, but yeah. I drank one, then Gavin stopped by and he had another. I was like, well, we'll have another one. I got shit to do, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ESL
East
bar,
St. Louis
some of-
bar.
Oh.
Oh, thanks, Carrie, for actually
Oh,
explaining that.
yeah.
Kevin won't.
Yeah. Pops Bar in St. Louis. Yeah. That's a pretty decent bar.
Mom said you use your coffee mug as a eat pen holder.
Yeah, I may put it up here.
I think right down the street from Pops was Mike Shanahan's. That's a
Really?
pretty damn good sports bar. Right there on the Cardinal Stadium and all that.
He said 1 bang a day is enough for him.
Dude, I can't imagine that guy on more than 1 thing.
I can't imagine what. Yeah, a half of one. Guys, I drink a bang.
Love that guy, but man, I can't imagine him on more than 1 energy drink.
Oh,
That's what Chris
goodness.
Howe was talking about him last week. He's like, man, you can't drink beer with that fool. Like, you can die.
Mm-mm.
I've heard that quite a bit from a few people.
He just got it. And he stays together. Like, you talk to him, you can't believe he's been drinking beer, 24 hours straight. He's still hanging out and just chilling. Like, what? How?
Yeah.
How are you alive?
It's like I couldn't believe he was still taking pictures with people after the Dental Olympics. Before he went up and took a nap for a little bit, and he came back.
Yeah.
He was ready to go again.
Shit, 1 beer and I'm on the floor.
That's funny. I guess Kevin didn't even make it to he stayed at the hotel when she went to Pops.
Josh said practice.
Practice. Talk about practice.
Oh man.
Practice.
All right, well I got to get off here because I got to get home.
Yeah, I need some food in my belly.
I got to get these estimates done. I got to do right now too. So
No problem to
apparently,
have.
yeah, thank goodness.
Yep.
Thank goodness. Shut up, Andy.
I ain't saying that.
Yeah, we need hailstorms. Y'all pray for, South Alabama, and then
Dixon, Tennessee.
Dixon, Tennessee. Get
Greeley,
hit with
Colorado.
hail. Yep. We all need gravy hail and lots of it.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
We need hail everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Everywhere.
No, with
I
no
thought it
tornadoes
all-
or nothing. No.
I thought it would have already ramped up bigger than it has right now, and it has. Yeah,
Of course,
Corey,
in
Arkansas
Arkansas,
too. But yeah, it just. Yeah, Corey needs some hail every year around fall, so I can visit my daughter and just come work with him.
There you go.
So
What would happen if we all got hail? Then you wouldn't have no hail chasers. You'd be like, well, I'm going to have about 5 years to get these done.
hey, but you 100% of the profits.
Oh, yeah, I'd take it all day. Like, who you going to call? There ain't nobody else. It's just me.
Ghostbusters. I'll be
I'm a
training my
little
wife.
disappointed in Corey. I want to see some more of these TikTok videos in a Superman suit.
He's busy. He's been doing the wifey thing now. With the
Yeah, dude,
yellow.
those are pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
Even my wife's laughing at them.
And how the heck
Mine too.
hold on, how did he fit in that little
Pink shirt.
pink sweatshirt
I don't
or
know how he did
jumpsuit? Boy, He must be going and shopping at Goodwill.
He's from
and finding
Conway,
that
Arkansas.
Conway.
On Corey.
Hey,
Conway. That's hilarious.
it's coming.
He's got a knack for it for sure.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, guys. Well, let's end this thing. Koby, man, we appreciate you coming on here, buddy.
No problem, guys.
We're glad to have
Appreciate
you on.
inviting me.
Glad you're doing better. Glad you're back to work. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't, and as of right this second, we have no clue who we're gonna have on next week. Me and Andy's been so busy that we're talking about it earlier. I mean, there's several we can ask. So if we reach out to you tomorrow, then just be looking for that text. I know you are. I know all of y'all are just looking forward to be on the show. But anyway,
I'm hoping next week I'm supposed to have internet to be able to do the show from the shop, so that should be interesting.
So, I'm sorry, I just got this message on my business page, and I haven't even opened it. But it's like, hey, this is Mike. Shorty told me to holler at you about a Camry I purchased. I'm like, really? Oh, man. Another tire kicker. Another tire kicker here. I'm just kidding.
So you get them calling shorties out there. Out here they call them Joes.
I ain't heard Shorty in a long time. Hey, Shorty, let me holler at you.
Shorty gonna be a thug.
Yeah.
Well, Koby, stay on in the back room when we get off. We'll say goodbye back here.
Cool.
Brandon keeps getting sidetracked.
Oh, Mike's on.
Yeah.
Oh, where he was.
Squirrel.
Oh, Mike.
I'm not eating tonight. It's okay. I quit.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to talk about? I mean, you've already gone and taken a piss, so
yeah. At least I'm muted. Unlike some people, I'm looking at Kevin Bird's name as you say that.
Kevin's down there.
yeah, he is.
Kevin.
All right, man. Well,
Kevin
everybody,
gets
so
ready.
appreciate everybody watching. Koby, again, thanks for coming on. I'll put you in the back room with us real quick, and we'll say our goodbyes.
That doesn't sound good.
Hey.
We don't know
All
what
right.
else to call it.
Peace out, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us this week on another episode of Ginger Bros. Don't forget to catch all past episodes on Apple Podcast, YouTube, or Facebook. You can follow us on all social media to get updates for each show and anything else we have going on. Please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts to help this show grow. See you next week.